Bryan, Ohio. I'm Andrea Miller, and I'm a registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator at community hospitals and wellness centers in Bryan. And I'm here today at the Bryan Farmers Market that's held on Thursday afternoons and Saturday mornings here on the beautiful square in Bryan. And today we're just trying to get people to be aware of what's at the farmers market and get you all up here to buy some delicious local produce, herbs, flowers. There's all kinds of stuff here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a walk through and we're going to look at all the Bryan Farmers Market has to offer. So we'll start at this stand right here. At this stand you can buy plants, you can buy herbs. So this is lavender, basil. I'm not actually sure what this is. It looks like some kind of an ornamental pepper. Flowers. Something interesting that I saw at this stand, they have fresh gooseberries. So if you've never seen a gooseberry, maybe your grandparents are familiar with it, but a lot of younger people may not be. A gooseberry you can make into a pie. My favorite dessert as a kid was blueberry cobbler. So that'd be a fun find at the farmer's market. Fennel, so fennel, you can use all of this fennel plant. You can use the green part as an herb, and you can use the bulb. I like to roast it with carrots. So that's another delicious find that you might not be able to find in the grocery store. Some fresh lavender. So lots of interesting finds at this stand, but let's take a walk down and see what else the farmers market has to offer. So we're back at a new stand. We have some familiar faces here. A few years back when we were here, we talked to Angie, and she's still here at the farmers market. She has some interesting things. She already has some yellow squash that's ready. So this is nice to roast. You can do all sorts of things with yellow squash. From anything that you would do with zucchini, you can do with yellow squash. And you have something interesting that I wanted to talk about too.
These are garlic scapes. And what they are is the garlic goes to seed and it puts off its seed pod. Well, if you leave the seed pod on, it's going to take away from your garlic bulb. So you've got to cut this off, and it's delicious to eat.
Awesome.
You can cut it up and throw it in salads. You can throw it in soup and, you know, flavor things. You can cut it up in your stir fries. Just
use it any way you would garlic. All you have to do is chop it up.
It's a little bit of a lighter flavor, but it gives you that garlic fix while we're waiting for the garlic to finish.
Awesome. In the garlic, will those bulbs be done at the end of the season?
The bulbs, we should be pulling them here about the middle of July, and then they've got to sit and cure for 30 days. So the middle of August, garlic will be here. Okay,
so you'll have fresh garlic bulbs in August.
Yes.
And what things do you have coming in the next couple of weeks?
In the next couple of weeks, we should have cucumbers, zucchini, maybe some tomatoes if we can eke them out. It's still a little early for tomatoes, but the cherry tomatoes are looking good, so they might be coming along, and there'll be just all kinds of goodies, onions, and all of our yellow squash. And
get up here, guys, and buy all this deliciousness. Eat your vegetables and come and buy local produce at the farmers market because it offers the best nutrition. I have Julia over here as well. So you run the show for the farmers market, right? I promised you I wouldn't make you talk, but
I do my best.
I took that. Well, you seem to have interesting things all the time. Do you have anything interesting coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Interesting.
Or not interesting that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I've grown basics: tomatoes, peppers, eggplant.
You always seem to have different varieties of eggplant. Do you have that this year?
I do. I'm growing the long, skinny, purple Japanese.
I love those. Yeah, those are my favorite too.
I'm growing lemongrass.
Cool.
So we have lemongrass plates for the Thai cooks.
Awesome.
Yep, I do herbs.
So different flavors, huh?
Yes. Yep, I go for more unique.
I had a recipe that I made last night. It was gnocchi, and it had roasted vegetables. It had yellow squash, eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms, all kinds of delicious vegetables roasted with it. So we'll post that recipe on our video today. So, well, thanks guys. We're gonna move on to another familiar face right down here. So we moved on to another familiar face. We're here with Jenny McCarnes of the Community Garden Association. Yes, Community Garden Association.
County Community Garden
yes.
Association.
And so you have a little bit of produce right now, also promoting the Williams County Community Garden Association. You have Swiss chard.
Right.
And how appropriate is that? Because do you remember the last time we did a Live It video together?
Oh, that was wonderful. You came right to the garden in North William Street and you cooked with the Swiss chard.
We did. We cooked with Swiss chard. So if you're interested in coming up here and buying some Swiss chard, you can log on to our hospital website that we post all of our recipes and pull up that, was it a garden frittata?
Right.
Is that
Swiss
what we
chard,
called
yeah.
it? And it had Swiss chard in it and lots of other vegetables that you can get at the farmer's market. So pull that recipe up and start making some frittatas. So we're going to keep on moving down. Thanks for talking to us today, Jenny.
Thanks.
So at this booth we have a lot of different vegetables. We have some beautiful green cabbage, red cabbage. Some recipes that you can make with that would be our egg roll in a bowl is the first one that comes to mind. I also do an unstuffed cabbage roll that's really good, so we'll post some of those recipes on this video. I just want to highlight these beautiful beet greens. So we featured beet greens in the past. We'll pull up that recipe as well. These are perfect greens to use in your recipes, as well as the beautiful beet bulbs at the bottom. We have some kohlrabi. That's perfect for eating raw. If you just peel it and slice it, it's really great to snack on. Zucchini. This is the perfect size for spiralizing to do in, well, what recipe did we use? That's just a spiralized pasta dish. Beautiful onions. They already have some cucumbers. You can get broccoli and cauliflower, some lettuces, more beets without the greens. And then they also have all of your baked goods, jams and jellies and noodles. So lots of other things that you can get at the farmer's market, not just your produce. And now we're moving on to more items at the farmer's market. So again, not just vegetables, but we have homemade goods and candles down this way. And I love this family. It's a whole family effort. The boys are doing the flowers, the ladies are making the candles. So, and Sonia, you said that these candles are all natural.
Yes.
You use all natural ingredients in these?
We use soy wax, food grade paraffin wax, and vegetable waxes. And it all comes from Nature's Garden out of right here in Wellington, Ohio.
So all locally sourced ingredients, it sounds like, for the most part. So, and they smell delicious, I will tell you. I actually had some time to shop beforehand, and I'm really excited to burn my Callaway.
Yes,
It's Callaway Candle Company.
Yes, ma'am.
I am excited to burn my Callaway Candle Company candle. So, thanks guys.
Yes.
We have more candles down this way, again, all natural from what I hear, and it's fantasy candles. And I've had a chance to walk through and smell all of these candles as well, and they're all equally delicious to our other candle vendors. So these would be great for gifts.
Yes.
You know, if you're looking for some gifts, come up and buy some locally made candles. And now we're on to our last couple vendors all the way at the end of the farmer's market. We have some gigantic zucchini here. These would be great. So we have some little ones that would be great for like roasting, spiralizing, and then these bigger ones, those are the ones that you want to make like zucchini bread with, zucchini muffins, zucchini cookies. What do you guys like doing with zucchinis?
Baking it.
Baking?
Yeah, just bake it.
You just bake it? Zucchini boats, that would be another thing to do with zucchinis that big. Hollow them out and make a zucchini boat. You guys said you have tomatoes coming soon. What else did you say you have coming? Corn. You have corn coming in the next couple of weeks, right?
What has melons?
Melons. Melons. Everybody likes a good melon in the summertime, right? And you guys have some different soaps down here as well, some plants. We have a musician down here. What are you selling down here? Coffee? All right, so we have some coffee down at the very end. And we can't forget our honey and maple syrup as well. So I think it's safe to say that there's something for everybody at the Bryan Farmers Market. So come on up yourself and check it out on Thursday afternoons and Saturday mornings. I'm sure everybody here, all the vendors, are looking forward to seeing you. We'll see you next time on Live It.